departing Kingston. I'm Elliot Legos Ferries Mo. Welcome aboard the MV Puyallup. Our tour begins here on Deck 5. What is usually referred to as the sun deck, I think today it can be referred to as the cloud deck. Notice the large square funnel and big open solarium. The top is slightly bowed, as you can see. Really quickly go through one of the passenger lounges, also known as the library by some ferry enthusiasts. Back outside. It does get a little windier here, so bear with me. Go to the passenger lounge, because why not?
Welcome aboard the Washington State Ferries. The following message is an important safety announcement.
Wouldn't you know it? Both lounges are completely empty, save for me.
Luggage, packages, or other personal belongings unattended during this crossing.
There's a way to get down to the passenger cabin, which we'll get to in a little bit.
In the event of a shipboard emergency, signals will be sounded on the ship's
Here's
general
the
alarm,
other solarium.
followed by the same signals on the ship's whistle. If this should occur, you may be asked to proceed to one of the passenger assembly stations, which are located at both ends of the main passenger cabin. Please follow all instructions given by the crew. Life jackets may be found underneath bench seats in the passenger cabin, in lockers on the sun deck, and in drop bins at the base of the stairwells on the car deck. To learn more about donning life jackets
So the funnel again. Now we'll continue
or review the information
to the number 2 end.
Passengers who may have special needs during an emergency should identify themselves to any crew member upon.
Here there's sort of a convection zone where the wind doesn't really come through as much. And thus conclude. Now on to deck 4, the main passenger cabin. Briefly brush over the pickle flags of the number 2 end. And into the cabin we go. And check this out. After the recent storm we had, one of the windows is broken, and this is it. Here's the cafeteria area. This is just the seating area. It's quite extensive. Over there is the actual galley where you can get some treats. I wonder if there used to be a border here. Looks like there used to be one, now there isn't. Here's one of the grand staircases. Here is the Mark II's version of a relief map, which isn't relief at all, it's a panoramic two-dimensional image. Here's some more seating. And we'll get to the number 1 end passenger assembly station, as well as the pickle forks. These are the first Washington State ferry class to include an enclosed seating area like this. All of the other ones have had shelter decks. Actually, quick correction. The steel electric class ferries had it, except for the Klickitat. They added a shelter deck later on, which didn't end up working well. If you look over there, you can see that the MV Finest is leaving for Seattle. Here's a look up at decks 5 and 6. Now we'll continue with the rest of deck 4 and then move on to the car decks. Decks 3 and 2 in that order. Apparently it's called a restaurant on this boat. So I've seen it called 3 things: galley, which is the proper term, cafeteria, and restaurant. If you ask me, it's not really much of a restaurant. Nevertheless, down to deck 3, the upper car deck we go. Jesus. As it passes us by. We'll now continue. Vast gaping maw of the ferry. Look out real quickly over here. Looks like there's a bit of rain happening. And then we'll continue at the port side. You've noticed they have some dedicated bicycle lanes, which is neat. Stop here and take a look at the MV Spokane as it passes us by on its way to Kingston. Whew. The smell of oil and gasoline is quite potent in this area. Now we are officially at the stern of the boat, where there is a little less wind and you get some really interesting views. Alright, we'll continue our tour now with the starboard side tunnel. And I don't think I'm going to be doing the port side tunnel for two reasons. First of all, when you've seen one side tunnel, you've basically seen the other. And the second reason is because I want to end the tour on the stern of the boat where it's less windy. Otherwise, I'd be having to yell through the wind, and this has been our tour, and I don't want to do that. Real quickly though, before we continue, note what they call the engineer's workshop. Go down there and that's where the engine room is, so that's pretty cool. Whew. Yeah, it really smells of fuel over here. Now we will sort of conclude the tour with the main car tunnel. Notice how they've sort of incorporated a bit of a checkerboard pattern with the lights. That's pretty interesting. And wow, there are a lot of cars on this particular sailing. I guess it's kind of a slow day going out of Edmonds, but going back to Edmonds from Kingston, it's quite a lot of cars. It's not even that late into the afternoon, it's only about 2:45. Having to sort of squeeze between cars here. This ferry was constructed in 1999. So it's not like the lanes are very small as compared to other ferries like the super class. But I mean, the cars of today are pretty large. Don't get me wrong. Alright, and with that, our tour of the MV Puyallup has thus concluded. Thanks for watching, everybody. Elliot Legos, Ferries, and Mo, out.